America will never be the same at this point. It's moving in a different direction than the American people need it to go. Our economy is effectively leaving Americans behind. On the Capitol Hill, we see a pale horse, and upon that pale horse, we see the name, the big beautiful bill. And this might be a bit hyperbolic of a statement, and I understand that. But things have changed irrevocably. In our country, in our culture, and the American people will suffer because of it. And this change is ushered in by cheers from throngs of supporters who don't understand the hardship that they're signing up for. For the longest time, the American economy has really moved in a direction away from the desires of the American people. And I think that this is self-evident as we see record profits happen for corporations, for the elite in our country, while at the same time, life is getting so much harder for everyone else who lives here. Whether you're lower class, whether you're working poor, working class, middle class, and now even upper middle class, there's a great amount of suffering that American people find themselves experiencing in our nation. And it's a suffering that is only going to grow as the direction that this ship is moving in changes. I think it's an understatement to say that American people have been deceived to believe that the changes that are being made on Capitol Hill right now, changes that are being made in the culture of our finances, are for their benefit, because they're truly not. There are things that keep us afloat, and there are programs that are designed to keep our heads just above water, while at the same time our pockets are being torn open and our possessions are being ripped away from us. Like I said, I know that this can sound a bit hyperbolic. I know that this can sound a bit extreme, but is it though? Is it though? Because the changes that have been made right now take away healthcare from millions of people. Take away accessibility of food from the poorest Americans, and make restrictions that those who are in desperate need have to fill before they can get any kind of help. Or if they are given help, it's only for a very short period of time. We always say that American people are just workers at this point. That's all they're seen as by our government, by our elites in our economy. They're not seen as people anymore. They're just workers who participate in a system where their sole job is to play a function. What they want to do in life doesn't matter anymore. And that's what we need to understand when we look at this change that's happening in our country right now, is that your identity doesn't matter anymore. Who you are as an individual doesn't matter anymore. It's simply what you can produce, what profits you can bring. Your family doesn't matter. Your life doesn't matter. Your wishes don't matter. If you want to work your way to early retirement, actually, this is a huge negative for our economy, because we need more workers. Promise of tax cuts, but those tax cuts only benefit people in the highest levels of our economy. People in the highest levels of business, those who are already situated on the top. And this bill solidifies the class structure and makes it near impossible. You can't just blame it on this bill. The decisions that have been being made as of late, the past few decades, I suppose, but ramped up even harder now, are ushering in the end of the era of class mobility. Your talent doesn't matter anymore. Only those who are kind of selected to move forward are really given that opportunity now. And I think it's a great shame. And I think that this isn't actually what Americans want. The picture that they've been painted of what's going to happen and what America is going to look like, they find themselves in that painting, but at the same time, they're not in it. They're just meant to look at it from the outside and then leave that museum, go back to work, clock in, and sit at your cubicle.